Within the first 4 days, I felt a difference with small changes. It's worth investing in yourself to make lasting changes to your physical changes, but also to your mental changes and habits. Or how about the byproduct of all of this is you start to feel the inflammation drop, seeing the weight drop and your energy rise. Or Bria's unique formula for helping restore balance during perimenopause is truly magical. Before listening to her podcast, I was struggling in all areas: sleep, weight gain, how to eat, and even allowing myself joy. After implementing even just a few hacks she talks about, I noticed some changes right away, and I knew I wanted to learn more from her. I assumed working with Bria was going to be very time-consuming and a restrictive diet. What I found was in reality that I made small adjustments that have a big impact. I've lost weight in a sustainable and easy fashion, and I've really learned to like myself through the process, and that is a first. My IBS symptoms have significantly decreased and my gut discomfort has greatly improved. I've also learned to work out in conjunction with my menstrual cycle, and by doing so, I experience less PMS symptoms and less body pain. Sisters, these are just a few messages and testimonials from my one-on-one clients and my customers, and what you can expect from within the Perimenopause Posse, my first ever perimenopause membership of its kind, where you get the strategy, the education, and the live coaching support. If you are looking for really customized coaching support and you want to work directly one-on-one with me, you can always apply to take one of my one-on-one coaching spots. But the Perimenopause Posse offers you all of this as well and gives you the live coaching weekly so that it can be a small way for you to start these changes. All right, today we're going to dive into the 4 key components of every successful weight loss journey in perimenopause has. Let's go for it.
What's up, sisters? Welcome to the Period Whisperer podcast. I'm Bria. I'm your host. If you're new, I'm so happy you are here. I'm your perimenopause and menopause sister, your holistic trainer, hormone specialist, translator of your female body. I'm a recovering people pleaser and hustle addict turned body whisperer and hormone decoder. And I am here to help you de-stress your body, decode what it is saying, become the CEO of it, and own your own health, energy, and weight loss again. This show is for you, the overwhelmed, overworked, underappreciated step woman who dreams of a body they feel strong, energetic, and sane in. The woman who knows that she shouldn't just wave the white aging flag and believes in a body and life of peace, love, and purpose. But you don't just know how to get there yet. So if you are stuck in your body, your energy, your life, you are in the right spot. Let's lean in and learn what our bodies are saying to us.
Hey, sisters, it's Bria here, your hormone coach, your perimenopause pal. Okay, that was lame. All right, I wanted to talk today about the 4 key components every successful weight loss journey in perimenopause has. I like to share listables like this with you because I know when I'm trying to learn something new, or, when I was in the depths of my hormonal chaos, trying to figure out what was going on and why it felt like my body was working against me all the time, I just wanted someone to give me some step by step to get there. I had the capacity to follow along and follow through for the most part. I needed some support to get there, but I just wanted at least a clear path that I could trust. So that's what I wanted to share with you today in this down and dirty little podcast episode. I love giving you guys these bite-sized episodes because I know for me, if I can take in something just on the 15, 20-minute drive after doing school drop-off, or on my dog walk, or while I'm folding laundry in the morning or in the afternoon or whenever that is, if I can take in a little bit of information every single day, it keeps me on the path to success. Because if I'm not consciously aware. And this is why immersive programs really work for people, right? Why we have these, I can't remember the name of them, but I remember when I was in high school and I wanted to get my life savings to be a lifeguard, or NLS, I think they called it. There's a few different things. They had options. You could do it once a week for 12 weeks, or you could do it all in one weekend. And I always really liked this very immersive, let's get in it, weekend option. Because sometimes that's what helps give us kind of that leg up into making bigger changes, right? Sometimes if you're trying to implement little bits here and there and everywhere and it's not working for you, that's when having a more immersive experience or hiring a coach, can give you that leg up. But if you're someone who, just needs a little bit every single day, then digesting these small podcasts can be that beginning step for you. So for me, 4 key components that every successful weight loss journey in perimenopause has. Number 1 is clarity. What I mean by clarity is really getting clear on what is happening in our body, so that we can heal it. Imagine if our kids came to us, my kids come to me often, the 2 of them, they're fighting about something, and everyone's got a story and everyone's in dramatic and trauma and, chaotic drama happening at the moment. They did this, she did that, he did that. You always side here and there. And it's enough to kind of do your head in. It's really hard to create a plan or help guide your children towards a healing journey forward, to apologies, to understanding, what their role was in it, to how they should feel. If we don't have calm clarity as to what actually happened in the situation. And the same goes for us in our body. When we are doing all the things and not able to see results, right? If we're feeling bloated and we can't sleep and our periods all over the place and our moods are all over the place and we are craving sugar left, right, and center, we need to bring some clarity to what is actually causing this, what our body actually needs, and how to begin to move forward in the process. We have to calm that chaos very, very first. Step number 2 is a strategy that is proven and that you can trust. There are so many, I get inundated every single day by ads on Instagram and Facebook. Those are the 2 social platforms that I, go to mostly for entertainment. But even out in the world, in magazines and pop-ups on websites and anywhere we turn, there is another strategy yelling at us for what we should do. We need to have a strategy that, 1, has been proven and has real results to help us understand what to go on, right? Because otherwise, if we don't have a strategy that we trust and believe in that has proven results, we're always going to be looking at other options, right? Another option comes in, what Sarah did down the street to lose weight, and all of a sudden we want to jump ship and know what she's doing or try to add it on to what we're already doing, which is no bueno because we can only handle so much change at a time. So we need a strategy that not only works for, that because it's proven to work, but we also need a strategy that is simple and can work and is proven to work with the female body during this time period. We know that the bulk of fitness programs and nutrition programs do not consider the female hormone rhythm and our different energetic needs. They're all built on the same circadian rhythm energetic needs, which work fine for men, but do not work well for women because half of the month we're burning an additional 250 to 350 calories a day because our body is preparing to host and create life. And so that requires different energetic needs. If we don't understand how to follow that, how to listen to that, how to work within it, then we're always going to find ourselves starving in the afternoon in our luteal and menstrual phase, craving comfort foods, looking for sugar because it's the fastest way for energy, and feeling frustrated that it seems so hard. So step number 2 of the key components is a strategy that is proven and that works with you and that you can follow long term, because that brings me to the 3rd key component, which is time. Look, I'm just like everyone else, where when I want something, I want it yesterday. So when I'm not feeling well in my body, I want to see results right away. But we are really caught in this world, in society, for only looking for results on a scale. And the truth is, if you look, in a healing process, if your body is in hormonal chaos, that means that it is not in fat burning mode, it is in fat storage mode. And it cannot get out of there until we reduce the hormonal chaos, because it's preparing for a stress, right? And when our body is preparing to manage whatever stress, because our cortisol keeps going up from the inflammation in our body, from the chaos in our life, when our body is preparing for that stress, it keeps thinking, I need to conserve energy. So it suppresses our metabolism and amps up our fat storage so that it's prepared for this massive fight or flight situation that never ends up coming. So we have to learn to calm that chaos through, our key strategies so that we can move out of fat storage and into fat burning. And that takes time. If you follow a proven strategy, like the one I share in the Perimenopause Posse, or the one my clients use and I walk my clients through and customize to them in my one-on-one coaching programs, then what you are able to notice in the first 2 to 3 weeks is a reduction of inflammation. So people do feel and notice changes, but the biggest changes that you notice when you're moving out of hormonal chaos and into more fat burning is better quality sleep. It's more consistent energy throughout the day. It's fewer cravings. It's clearer skin. And these sometimes take someone else to point them out to you that they're actually happening. We can be very quick to say, nothing's happening on the scale. My clothes don't quite feel better yet. But in that first few weeks, we reduce the inflammation, which allows the body to begin to exhale. But like everything in this world, the body resists change because change requires more energy. Just like, if you're in a corporate job and all of a sudden they change a system and you're like, this system is so annoying. Why do I have to learn a new system? It's not like what I'm used to. It's so hard. There's a time period of transition in our body where our body goes from this is the way we were doing things to, okay, fine, I'll stop dragging my heels. And this is the way we are doing things now. And that section can take another 3 to 6 weeks. So we need to be following a system and a strategy. We need to have clarity on how our body works so that we can believe this is the path. And then we need to have a proven strategy that we can follow over time, right? We need to be reminded that our results are here, at the 3 and 4 month mark. But won't that be worth it? And we get caught up sometimes, I know I used to too, where it's not happening fast enough. So we kind of feel like it's not happening at all. It feels too hard. And yet, if you knew how amazing you could feel at that 3 and 4 month mark, let alone at months 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then even 18 months, if you knew how incredible you could feel in your body, I bet you would do whatever it takes. I bet if you believed that was possible for you. Which brings me to the 4th key component every successful weight loss journey in perimenopause has, which is support. Did you know that more than our family, the biggest indicator of how our health is going to be is our friendship circles, or the circles of the people we spend the most time with? Because we lean into those habits with those people because we're looking for acceptance all the time. And part of shifting from habits that don't serve you into habits that make your body feel fantastic at any age is recognizing that you do need support. You need friends that feel the same way as you, and you need coaches or people around you to hear what you're going through and give you clear advice so that you don't feel like you're on your own or that you need to go back to the Google University and find another way. You can feel amazing, and if given half the chance, the body can heal herself, sister. but you have to know how it works. You have to have that strategy to get there. You need to do it long enough. And the way to make all of those things come to fruition is through support. This is why people who hire trainers and business coaches and me in your hormone healing, this is why they always get results when they follow through, because support is like an exchange of energy. When you commit to something financially and energetically, you prioritize it. So I want to encourage you to either apply for for free consultations so that we can talk about the best option for you if you're not sure, or swipe up and join us in the Perimenopause Posse. If you just need a small thing to begin that's going to pack a big punch, that's going to give you the strategy, the clarity, and the support to get there so that you can stay on it long distance, long term, and actually get to that part with results. I'm sure if you follow me on social media, you've seen my results. You've seen how my body has changed and shifted just in the last 3 years compared to the 15 years that I've been in the wellness industry. And you know what? I don't stress about food or getting dressed in the morning anymore. My digestion works really well. And if and when things bob and weave as it happens, or ebb and flow, as my dad likes to say, as that always happens in life, I know how to manage that. And this is what happens when you begin to learn the whispers of what your body is saying to you. And again, this is what we teach you in the Posse. So keep listening to the podcast, reach out and grab one of my free assessments or free consultations so I can help point you in the direction for healing, or just dive on in and join us in the Posse. Get your questions answered, have the strategy you need to get results, and follow these 4 key components because they will get you success every time. All right, sister, let's go out and be more in our life and not just less on a scale. I'm here for you. Reach out.
Thank you so much for joining me on the Period Whisperer podcast. I want to encourage you to reach out to me directly and message me if there are topics or things you're struggling with so we can address those right where you are at. And of course, if you loved this episode, if you learned something, make sure to share it with your friends and please rate and review it wherever you get your podcasts.